welcome to another exciting week of wrestling action here on Pro Wrestling International. Today we've got a lot of excitement building up, especially I'd say the main event for today will be the most interesting. A lot of carryover on this one from last week with Lightning Rod up against Superstar TJ Powers.
I'd say there's a lot of carryover from the last few weeks.
Well, a lot of excitement's been building for this one.
Finally, we get to see. Now, this is TJ. This is what he has to say. I'm still kind of in that nice mood that I was in last week.
Ooh, lucky me.
The out-of-work lifeguard, as he puts it. Well,
TJ's a lifeguard now?
Do you mind? I'm talking to the simpletons.
I'm sorry. I thought you were being nice. Simpletons? These are fans.
I'm talking to the fans, so this simpleton, please hush.
Excuse me?
Thank you. TJ, this is from me to you. You have opened your mouth and you spouted off week after week about Lightning Rod. Now, you and I see eye to eye on a lot of things, but you finally got your chance. Back it up. That's all I got to say, is back it up. Because I'm getting tired of hearing about this Lightning Rod character.
Is it my turn to speak now? Am I allowed, Your Highness, Your Majesty? What is your title?
Well, I get a little upset. I try to be nice. Last week, tried to be nice. Didn't say anything derogatory to the fans.
You tried.
And then you started on me, so maybe I should start getting on her and leave you folks alone.
But you couldn't make it through the hour show without starting it. You were supposed to be so nice, but you couldn't make it. I'll make you a bet. You think you can make it through this show and be nice the entire show?
I don't bet.
I wonder why. Fans, not only that, you'll get to see the return of definitely one of our most favorites as far as crowd favorites here, Diamond Dan.
Who?
Diamond Dan. He's back.
Diamond Dan?
He'll be back here wrestling today.
He's back?
He's back.
He's walking.
He is walking and he is ready to wrestle.
Dang it.
What, you afraid of Diamond Dan?
No, I just heard they're making that new Gunsmoke movie, and he'd been perfect for Chester.
Dallas. Well, let's get into the action, fans. Up first, we'll see Quicksilver up against, as you were mentioning last week, El Diablo. Fans, let's take a look here.
His opponent from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 202 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, Quicksilver!
Welcome back, wrestling fans, to another week of Wrestling Fever here in the PWI. This is your ringside commentator, Dave Yearwood. And we're about to get underway here with the first match. And you're seeing, advancing towards the ring, is one half of the former #1 tag team contenders of Fire and Ice, and we're looking at that one half of Fire, the Quicksilver. And the question that's been going around and waiting to be answered here in the PWI is what was going to become of this tag team of Fire and Ice since the injury to Diamond Dan. Well, since as action moves on here in the PWI, the wrestlers can't stand still, and the Quicksilver has teamed up with Billy Joe Eaton. And he's in there again today. We've seen him here on past shows here on the PWI. He's not being too nice to referee Kim Goldsby. But the masked one from Mexico City, Mexico, El Diablo. Well, if the referee can ever complete his, I think he's given up and called for the bell. So we have Quicksilver against the masked man from Mexico City, Mexico, El Diablo. Could be quite a matchup here as we've got the one half of Fire and Ice, Fire in there against El Diablo. And as many of you fans have witnessed in the past, El Diablo has been known to produce fire within the ring. I hope we don't see any of that in today's match. Quicksilver, I'm sure, will have to be aware and attentive against the threat of fire coming from El Diablo, as he mysteriously has made that appear in the pack. El Diablo has punched across the back of referee Kim Goldsby, and Goldsby believes that Quicksilver would do such a thing. All the fans here at ringside well aware of what's gone on. They know that Quicksilver would never resort to such a thing, and referee is now on Quicksilver's back about punching him there. A quick and deft move by the masked one, the mysterious one, El Diablo. Now two wrestlers meet in a circle. Quicksilver pushes him back into the corner. And there the referee is now finally caught the act. Finally is caught on to what El Diablo has been carrying on with here in the ring. And giving a good verbal warning to El Diablo. But Quicksilver, well, right there, Quicksilver asking the referee, telling the referee he owes him an apology for what he was accusing the Quicksilver of. And we sure know here in the PWI, Quicksilver would never resort to such a tactic. But now, Quicksilver waiting for El Diablo to return to the center of the ring.
Don't bother with a dead piece over here. They ain't worth your effort.
Throwing a few words out to the PWI fans at ringside. Now maybe we can get it going back here in the center ring. Quicksilver quickly moving on the headlock here. Diablo setting Quicksilver up. Oh, Quicksilver takes him down. Keeping fleet of foot and catching Diablo off guard. Leverage under feet there. Quicksilver takes him down. Quicksilver has teamed up, as we know now, with Billy Joe Eaton and Diamond Dan. We think Diamond Dan may be making his way back to the ring here soon. Not quite sure, but maybe later on we'll have some word here on Wrestling Fever about Diamond Dan's return.
Keep him off the tights, Ref.
So, as we watch here, we see Quicksilver, vicious uppercut, taking El Diablo off his feet, taking control of this match. Well, fans, I've just been handed a note here at ringside, and it looks like we do finally get to see the return of Diamond Dan. I'm really looking forward to this, as I know many of you are out there. A lot of cards and letters have come into PWI wondering how the recuperation of Diamond Dan is doing. And evidently he is feeling he's back up to the stuff of entering the ring here and getting back into action. And we're all happy to hear that, and we're looking forward to seeing Diamond Dan re-enter. But right there you see the referee getting into the act, pushing El Diablo back over the Quicksilver. The referee's got a little temper and a little ire has been raised here, trying to get even maybe with what El Diablo has done to him earlier in the match here. El Diablo, one vicious hombre from south of the border. El Diablo's manager Damian Anderson helping Quicksilver back towards the ring here. Again, going to the throat of Quicksilver as Diablo moves again, pulling the throat back on Quicksilver over the ropes. Referee needs to get in there and get the count so Quicksilver can go back inside. Body slam by El Diablo, raking the eyes with the heel of the boot. Diablo going across the forehead. Setting Quicksilver up into the ropes. Clothesline takes down Quicksilver. A vicious clothesline. El Diablo demanding that referee Kim Goldsby count a little bit faster there. And Quicksilver blocks the punch, returns a favor, and again another punch to the forehead of El Diablo. Quicksilver up on the second rope, now serving a volley of fists into the side of the head of El Diablo. Quicksilver setting him up, opener off the ropes, clothesline return there. Quicksilver trying to go for a quick cover here, but El Diablo outside the ring. Now the manager giving Diablo a little respite and a few words of wisdom before El Diablo returns to the center of the squared circle here. Quicksilver seems to have regained his composure here, but El Diablo returns with a new volley of fists, misses off the ropes, reversal, beautiful move here by Quicksilver. He's got him 2, 3, and there you have the pinfall by Quicksilver. A beautiful scientific move there on display by the Quicksilver, defeating El Diablo, and takes one to the chin of the manager, Damian Anderson. All right, fans, be sure and watch this coming week on March 18th. Quicksilver and Billy Joe Eaton will be in the ring going against El Diablo and the Snake Man. We've got one coming up here soon on Wrestling Fever.
That's the Heartthrob. But
The Heartthrob?
The Heartthrob. We'd like to take
Is
a
he
look.
back?
He's back, and he's our next wrestler.
I like that guy.
And we'd like to take a look now at the Heartthrob.
From Buffalo, New York, weighing in at 242 pounds, twisted steel and sex appeal, the Heartthrob.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dave Yearwood here at ringside with you, and approaching the ring. Oh, brother. I mean, some of the people we have to put up with here coming into the PWI, and this one thinks no higher of himself than anyone else in the world, the Heartthrob. Well, all you PWI female fans out here, I'd like you to call into the PWI hotline and leave your opinion so we can get those recorded and played back for the Heartthrob. We want him to really hear what the women here in Indianapolis and around the PWI think of this so-called Heartthrob. Give us a call at 335-4688 and leave your message for the man there. But he's in there against Don Starr. Don Starr, capable young wrestler here in the PWI, trying to work his way up here. But he's in there against, well, I think you see what kind of a wrestler you're going to be watching today in the Heartthrob. Twisted steel and sex appeal. Well, give us a break here. But anyway, action will get going here pretty quick. All right, the referee, Kim Goldsby, called for the bell, and now we're going to see him in action, the Throb. Two wrestlers meet in the middle of the squared circle here. Don Starr in a referee's hold with the Heartthrob. The Throb pushing him back into the corner and immediately tries to throw a punch, and Starr moves quickly on him out of the way and connects with a flurry of fists here to the side of the head of the Heartthrob. Up and away he goes. Beautiful drop kick right on the button. Takes the Throb outside the ring here. And the Heartthrob complaining of a closed fist punch by Don Starr. Demands that the referee move the wrestler back, giving him time to enter the ring. Well, we've seen all types here, and this is a typecast in itself. Thank God there as these two ready to, again, move on with some wrestling in the center of the ring. Referee's position here. And a heartthrob takes the arm of Don Starr, twisting away at him, working the wrist and the fingers of Don Starr, taking him one knee down to the mat. Don Starr reversing now, returning the favor, giving him a little flavor of his own. And there you hear it, the heartthrob, feeling the twisting pain delivered by Don Starr, as you hear him here at ringside. And the fans at ringside jumping right on him too. Don Starr taking him over, down on the bicep of the heartthrob, feeling it. He's feeling the throbs of pain going back towards his heart right now. Heartthrob, pretty good sized man. As the Don Starr moves the bulking pink tights there back into the corner and takes down Don Starr with one punch here. Definitely has his size and weight on this man. Again, now throwing the clenched fist that he was complaining just earlier to Kim Goldsby about Don Starr supposedly using on him. And there, working him again, going across the eyes. Now he takes Don Starr up, power slam to the center of the ring there, sets him up, and the knee across the forehead of Don Starr. Got to be painful, and you can see Don Starr feeling that. As the heartthrob struts about the ring here, now taking pleasure in his work. Looks like you're going to set him up here for a suplex here. Taking Don Starr up. Nope. Didn't quite get him right. Didn't get his weight centered underneath him properly. Now he's got it up and over. One powerful slam as Don Starr's back meets the canvas. The heartthrob going with the 2-count cover. As if he telegraphed that out to the fans here at ringside, wanting to preserve a little more time so he can deal some punishment on Don Starr. Heartthrob demanding that the referee check to see if Don Starr ready to give up. Taking the fist upside the head of Don Starr. Now again, working again. Demanding the referee ask if Don Starr's had enough.
Come on, ref, ask him.
Heartthrob dishing out the punishment now. Now, Starr working his way back up. Getting his feet underneath him, takes the elbows into the stomach of the heartthrob. Oh, DDT action by the heartthrob. I think he's ended it here. There you have it. 1, 2, 3. The heartthrob.
Winner of this match, the heartthrob.
With the DDT, the heartthrob brings victory home and takes Don Starr on outside the ring.
Big ring. Quicksilver. I'm waiting for you, baby. Bring it on.
As he waits for it to come on, we want you to wait with us and stay tuned for more Wrestling Fever.
Fans, you can see there, the heartthrob was victorious. Now we'd like to take you to PWI Live to see more about our St. Patrick's Slam.
Fans, don't forget St. Patrick's Slam on Saturday, March 18th at the Indianapolis Event Center at 3655 East Raymond Street with a 7 p.m. bell time when Pro Wrestling International returns to Indianapolis. St. Patrick's Slam will feature the PWI World Championship match between Bobo Brazil Jr., the champion, and the #1 challenger, the Shadow Ninja, #2. Also, you'll see Diamond Dan finally get his revenge against the Masked Assassin, Electric Eric Freedom to battle T-Rex, and the new tag team that everyone's talking about, Quicksilver and Billy Joe Eaton, to go up against Snake Man and El Diablo. This a television taping of PWI Wrestling Fever. All tickets are priced at $5. The doors open up at 6 p.m. Don't forget Pro Wrestling International on Saturday, March 18th, with a 7 p.m. bell time when PWI returns to the Indianapolis Event Center, located at 3655 East Raymond Street. Don't miss out on your chance to see PWI live.
Welcome back, simpletons. And now it's time for, I'm sure, your favorite segment of this program, because it's hosted by me, Wrestling Classics. And today, the Mighty Igor. Now, the fans in the Midwest might remember the Mighty Igor, very popular in the mid to late 70s, especially with the small children. But he had the IQ of a bean, if you want my opinion. He was very strong. They called him the Polish strongman. Didn't hold any championships that I'm aware of. But right now, let's go look at the Mighty Igor.
And his opponent on his way in right now from Poland. From Poland, weighing 276 pounds, the Mighty Igor. Mighty Igor's eating a banana. Didn't have time for breakfast or lunch or something. Igor doesn't care. He's, what the heck? If he wants to, feels like eating a banana, he eats a banana. He's going to go around. Maybe he'll share it with the people. Shake hands with everybody. This is a ritual for Igor almost. Very frequently, almost all the time when we see him, he'll go all the way around the ring, thank everybody for coming to see him, thank everybody for supporting him, welcoming them to the arena, to the studio, whatever. You might wonder why this particular match is on television today, Bobby Cole against the Mighty Igor. We had this bout, uh-oh, Igor got himself a lady. A hungry lady. Anyway, we did have this match on very recently here on TV. Got it back again. The reason is that Bobby Cole has definitely issued a challenge to the Mighty Igor. He feels that the last match was not fair and that he can defeat the Mighty Igor. And it would certainly be a feather in Bobby Cole's cap if he could. Now we're going to have to wait for Igor to eat his banana, which doesn't look any too fresh either. The people love this guy. We're going to do his little dance now as the people chant his name. Igor just has a good time, doesn't he? Real lovable guy. Igor's going to... What is Igor going to do? Hard telling what Igor's going to do. Wish he would wrestle. I think we're going to have to wait until he finishes this seemingly never-ending banana here. Must be good. I guess Igor wants to get his energy here. All right, we've rung the bell now. This referee stuck with a banana. He's got to swallow. I think we're ready now. Bobby Colt, the man who feels he can defeat the... Colt does feel he can defeat Igor. We'll see. He didn't do too well the last time they met. Didn't do too well there either. As Igor bealed him right across the ring. Now, Bobby Colt. He claims the last bout was unfair. I don't know why. He just says it was. Oh, right into that immovable object there, the body of the Mighty Igor. And Colt went down hard. Colt, legal forearms. Igor's in the corner, though. Referee orders Colt, get him out of the corner. There was a fist. That's not legal, but that also doesn't hurt Igor. Not in the head. That's one place you can't hurt Igor. Igor, though, with a fist of his own, sent Colt. The force of this man is amazing. Right over the top. Igor is pretty playful today, but Bobby Colt would disagree with that. Bobby Colt has definitely taken his lumps from the mighty Igor. Went right over the top rope, just took a headbutt, and who knows what's next. But Colt's got a boot. Oh, knocked Igor out of the ring. The mighty Igor is on the floor. That's something you don't see too often. Maybe Colt knows something we don't about Igor. He seemed very confident going into this bout that he could defeat him. He's got him on the outside, laying in those forearms. Looked like a fist to me. Stretching those rules. The referee's warning him about that. And there's... But now Igor brings Colt out. And we may have this bout out on the floor. I don't know. The referee is putting in the count to Igor. Igor says, don't count me, count him. Colt and Igor together now on the ring apron. Igor, oh, brought Colt right into his shoulder. And Igor's, it's not that he's uncooperative, it's just he knows he's supposed to be in the ring. He's playing with the referee. Again, Colt, oh, wilting from the effects of that. The mighty Igor, that massive shoulder. There goes that big bellow in the headbutt, and Colt chopped down. And out of mighty Igor, whips Colt off of the ropes, and over the top goes Bobby Colt. The mighty Igor's in control now. And there he goes, the mighty Igor, and that crushing bear hug. And I can't remember anybody who's gotten out of that. Once Igor applies that bear hug. Igor, big smile on his face. He did anyway have one. Very happy with himself. Hope you enjoyed the mighty Igor. We've got more to come.
Welcome back, fans. And Dallas, as I had promised you earlier, we will be seeing next Diamond Dan.
Why did you put that up there?
He gave me a picture, so I felt like I might as well display it. Do you hang pictures on your walls? Do you decorate your house?
I'm watching the Heartthrob a while ago, and you put this silly picture up there.
What's silly about it?
First of all, Quicksilver gives you a picture. He's done.
Right.
Now that brings up something. We're getting ready, Diamond Dan's getting ready to come back.
Mm-hmm. I'm back right now.
And Quicksilver's on a little bit earlier. And he's teaming up with Billy Joe Eaton. What does the Ice think about Fire having another partner?
I think right now, more than worrying about the tag team, he's worrying about getting revenge on the one man that assaulted him and caused this problem.
Thanks, boy. What is this?
I don't know. But yes,
what was that?
as far as I know, right now Dan is focusing most on getting revenge on the man that put him out of wrestling temporarily. I think that's what Diamond's Dan's...
Dallas James, care of PWI. What is this, fan letter?
Doubt that. Hate mail? Regardless, fans, as Dallas is reading his important message, I'm sure,
from the commissioner. Ooh, I'm impressed. You didn't get one. Probably telling me how good a job I'm doing on the show.
Certainly. And what does the commissioner have to say, Dallas?
What? Just go to the match.
You're not going to share this with us?
He's got some nerve. Some nerve. No, I got to make a phone call.
Fans, unfortunately, I guess we're not going to learn what this was, but right now, as we promised, let's go see Diamond Dan back in action.
And his opponent.
Let's see what Rich is going to announce here as we're...
From West Palm Beach, Florida.
It's the music.
Weighing in at 228 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, Diamond Dan!
Diamond Dan has returned here to the PWI, making his way back in the ring here. And the fans are excited here in PWI for the return of one half of that team of Fire and Ice, the Ice, Diamond Dan. And all eyes are going to be focused on the knee of Diamond Dan and how is he going to perform tonight. going in there against the little ruffian from Lexington, Kentucky, Jamie McCoy. Diamond Dan making his first appearance after that brutal and vicious attack by that unknown masked assassin that took his team out of contention for the PWI Tag Team Tournament Championship. And now we're ready to see Diamond Dan return to action, and immediately Diamond Dan takes control in the match. Taking leverage on the arm of the little ruffian, Jamie McCoy. So good to see Diamond Dan back. He's really appreciated the cards and letters and the voice mail and messages you've been leaving on the PWI hotline. Diamond Dan returning. We're all happy to see that. And one of the questions raising is, what will the future hold for Fire and Ice? The future for Diamond Dan knee, how's he going to perform? And of course, what we're waiting to see this coming Saturday, March 18th, we will see Quicksilver, his former partner, and his new partner, Quicksilver's new partner, Billy Joe Eaton, going up against El Diablo, the man from Mexico City, Mexico, the mysterious one, and the Snake Man, the man from Smoky Mountain. And along with that, the card has been signed. On there, you will see Diamond Dan getting his chance for a match with the Masked Assassin. Whoever this could be, we're not sure yet. A lot of questions, a lot of ideas have been floating around the PWI as to who this person could have been. Could have been somebody under the auspices of superstar TJ Powers. Could it have been that masked man we saw before, the Lone Ranger, as we've learned to be Austin James? We're not really sure who it is. Could it have something to do with the Playboy, the international Playboy? We don't know right now who it is, but I'm sure that one thing Diamond Dan has in the back of his mind is not only revenge, but ripping the mask off the face of this masked assassin who tried to cripple him and put him out of pro wrestling. Well, here we see Diamond Dan still not fully recuperated, not 100% yet. You can see him favoring that left knee there. But still going to Jamie McCoy. Good to see him back in there, but he's going to need a lot of work for that knee. Looks to be 100%. Our wrestlers here in the PWI wrestle with a lot of injuries, put up with a lot of pain to give you, the fans, their 100% efforts here in the PWI. Diamond Dan is sure definitely one of those who fit the bill. Pay the price and get in there as soon as possible, possibly too soon. You saw that vicious attack by that masked assailant, that masked assassin, whomever it is. We would sure like to know, and there is sure a lot of speculation going around here in the PWI. The PWI hotline has been ringing off the hooks with lots of questions. Lots of you fans have been calling in, giving your thoughts and opinions, who you think it is or who's behind it all. Is probably just as important a question as to who it actually was. A lot of you feel it's probably superstar TJ Powers behind there somewhere, or the International Playboy's name has been coming up quite a bit. But until we find out, you know, a lot of suspicion, but no answers to the question of who that masked assailant, that masked assassin, who viciously assaulted Diamond Dan with his back turned outside the ring and brought the demise of the tag team of Fire and Ice in the tag team tournament. Right now you see Diamond Dan. There he is with that patented sunset flip. We've seen him in many a match with this, and one more falls victim to Diamond Dan. A great return victory here to the PWI. We're happy to see him, and right now we see him in there with his former tag team partner, Quicksilver.
Welcome back. Now, Dallas, what is the deal? What's going on here?
What's the deal?
Exactly.
I'll tell you, straight up, for you and you simpletons, This is a letter from the commissioner. I just called my brother. We have been told since we won the belts 1 month ago next week will be 30 days, and we haven't defended those titles other than the one defense against Cousin Bubba and Big Rig Rollins. The commissioner has said if we don't defend the titles next week, he's going to strip us of those championships. That's bull. We defended it within the 30 days. It was 2 weeks ago we defended it. That's what the rule book says. And now he's sending me a letter saying if we don't defend them again.
How'd I know it'd be something like that? Well, fans, let's go now to something that I've waited for a long time
There's
for.
nobody to defend them against.
Well, I'm sure we can come up
We're
with
not going to
somebody
give
for
Rig and Rollins, I'm so upset I don't even know what I'm saying. It's Rig and Bubba and this idiot's back. I want to see this match, TJ and Lightning
We've waited
Rod.
a long
TJ
time for this.
will get him.
I've waited a long time. Dallas has waited a long time. I'm sure you at home have waited to see this. So let's take a look now for our feature match, the Lightning Rod up against superstar TJ Powers.
Fans, welcome back. This is Dave Yearwood with our feature match for the evening.
Hey, Dave, you know I got to join you for this one.
Oh, well, thanks for the warning.
Miss this. Let me take a seat here. Let me get my chair. I got to.
Thanks for the warning, but
I
we're ready.
have some news, though.
What kind of... Has it got anything to do with this man again?
Well, I tell you what. Here's what I know. Of course, we've all been waiting for TJ Powers, superstar TJ Powers.
You bet the fans have been
Lightning
waiting.
Rod, but I understand TJ is injured.
Injured? What are you telling
Well,
us?
that's all I know, and I guess Mr. Jam there.
What is happening?
What is his name?
Jimmy Jam.
Jimmy Jam.
The ring announcer, Jimmy
I thought it
Jam,
was peanut butter and jam.
been handed a note by the international playboy. Johnny Lee again has stuck his nose into
He
someone
bought
else's.
the right.
He's always full of surprises.
He brought another. Bought or brought? Which was it?
Well, as
Maybe
Jimmy
both.
Jam just said, he's always full of surprises. It's definitely not TJ Powers music.
No. Could be my brother. I wanted to see
God.
TJ. Oh, are you believing this?
Oh, Lord. Look,
The Dice Man!
Johnny Vegas.
back again. Long time gone. Back again.
Ronnie Vegas.
Under the tutelage of the international playboy, Johnny Lee. The
Well, that
Dice
makes
Man.
me wonder, though, is he here to stay? He's a former #1 contender. He's been in Puerto Rico. I understand he was under contractual
And their
obligations
opponent
down there in Puerto
from
Rico.
Chicago, Illinois,
Or is he
weighing
just
in
doing
at
Superstar a
286
favor? Because,
pounds,
like I said, TJ is
Lightning
injured. And I'm sure he's very upset that he doesn't get his chance to meet this man tonight.
Well, something in the
Or
back
today.
of my mind just questions
There's something in the back of your mind.
what's transpiring here. Did TJ... I think it very well could be that TJ maybe didn't want to make this match today.
Oh, he's wanted to meet him. Lightning Rod wouldn't sign it, and then we signed. Maybe
Oh,
TJ.
now, wait a minute.
Maybe TJ just sending him a message saying, "Hey, you made me wait this long. Now you're going to have to wait, brother."
Well, that may very well be the case, but the Lightning Rod has been ready and willing to get in the ring with superstar TJ Powers. The PWI fans have been ready and waiting for this match, and now we see Johnny Lee interfering one more time.
You know, this has really got to really change the strategy and really upset Lightning Rod. He's planned, had a game plan for superstar TJ Powers. Now you get in the ring and look across there and you see Dice Man Ronnie Vegas. Two different type wrestlers.
Definitely two top-notch wrestlers, no doubt about it. Both of them in tops of their class. And the Lightning Rod, he's definitely part of it too. But his strategy is out the window for what he's been prepping for. I'm sure for weeks he's been planning the moves, planning how his attack was going to go against superstar TJ Powers. And now he's in against the Dice Man. Throw the book out the window. It's a new class.
Yeah, and I think
there's
Lightning
something
Rod's
with
getting
no
ready to
class.
go to school.
And there's something with no class behind there in the picture, Mr.
The referee?
No, the international player.
Hey, that's my manager you're talking about.
He's
the man that brought me and Austin the tag team championship.
They're not responsible for the content of his verbiage and vocabulary.
Well, you know, I just don't understand. I can understand being upset at the way the match ended. There was some controversy. I don't really understand
No
it.
doubt there was
But
controversy.
I cannot understand for the life of me why people are upset that we made the tournament or we got in the tournament final. Hey, we bought the rights.
Slingshot into the corner there by a lightning
Now
rod.
what's Lightning Rod doing hitting Johnny Lee?
Sending a lightning bolt into the corner there to take out manager Johnny Lee, who was getting a little too close to the ring, as you've already witnessed a few times in this match already.
Now look at him. He's on the outside chasing the manager. He's got no business. Johnny Lee is not in there. And you see it's
He better
going to cost
watch
him.
out. Salted from the back there by the Dice Man, taking
That'll
him
teach
into
him.
that iron tree in the corner of the wrestling ring there. The Dice Man taking it to Lightning Rod now.
Well, that's what he gets. He
Distracted
didn't have
by
no
Mr.
business
Lee.
going out there.
No business for Mr. Lee. He should have. I'm telling you, we need to get a letter. I'll listen
That
to
away,
him.
Ronnie. Give him the tumbling dice. Get it over with.
Listen to him there. But we need to get some letters sent in by the fans here in the PWI to see if we can't get the commissioner to oust Mr. Lee right out of the PWI.
He's not done anything wrong.
I think if we back the monitor tape up here and take another look here, or maybe later on we replay this, you'll see what Mr. Lee's been involved in here. And we may have a cover right here. No, Lightning Rod unable to keep.
He was pulling his tights there. He never pinned him. He hadn't had a hold of tights.
No, Lightning Rod.
Dice
taking it
Man's
to-
just resting. He'll be all right. See?
Reversal by Dice Man off the ropes and a boot to the chest to the Dice Man. And there he is, the storm clouds are burning, and there he is. Superstar TJ Power injured. I ask you, Mr. James, did that look like an injured TJ Powers to you?
He was limping.
Yeah, that looked like a limp.
And you see who's victorious,
Yeah,
the
an
Dice Man.
unworthy victory by the Dice Man.
See, Lightning Rod, you better go back to Chicago and go back to being a lifeguard. That's a pretty easy job because, like TJ says, you can't swim in the waters of Chicago.
With his manager, Playboy.
Fans, again, we see a victory stolen away from one of the favorites here in the PWI. A vicious attack by Superstar.
I'm going to go back and join the celebration. Hey, Ronnie, over here.
Fans, don't forget St. Patrick's Slam on Saturday, March 18th at the Indianapolis Event Center at 3655 East Raymond Street with a 7 p.m. bell time when Pro Wrestling International returns to Indianapolis. St. Patrick's Slam will feature the PWI World Championship match between Bobo Brazil Jr., the champion, and the #1 challenger, the Shadow Ninja, #2. Also, you'll see Diamond Dan finally get his revenge against the Masked Assassin, Electric Eric Freedom to battle T-Rex, and the new tag team that everyone's talking about, Quicksilver and Billy Joe Eaton, to go up against Snake Man and El Diablo. This is a television taping of PWI Wrestling Fever. All tickets are priced at $5. The doors open up at 6 p.m. Don't forget Pro Wrestling International on Saturday, March 18th with a 7 p.m. bell time when PWI returns to the Indianapolis Event Center located at 3655 East Raymond Street. All right, fans, this is the voice once again with another chance for you to win PWI tickets to St. Patrick's Slam. Now listen closely. Call the PWI hotline right now at 335-HOTT and tell them you want to see the Slam. And then leave your name, telephone number, and address to be eligible to win. The first 10 callers now will win 2 tickets to St. Patrick's Slam from Pro Wrestling International. Good luck.
As you can see, there's a lot going on here at PWI. We've got the return of a couple of men, Diamond Dan for one, another Dice Man Ronnie Vegas, somewhat questionable circumstances there with TJ's supposed injury, and then his
I just got off the phone. He'd hurt his arm.
Yeah, his follow-up attack on Lightning Rod, is that maybe when he injured his arm? You think? Not to mention your little review here that you have to defend your belts.
I got this thing figured out. I know what I'm going to do.
You do.
We have to defend those titles.
Definitely.
Next week, we have to defend those titles. But I have no idea who we're going to defend them against. I'm not going to wrestle the good old boys. Me and my brother are not getting in the ring with them. We're not going to do it. We said one rematch. They got their one rematch, and they lost. They're done. Fire and Ice. They're done.